Hey guys, in my glasses mode today. So I want to share with you some of my learnings throughout the years about authenticity. What blocks us from genuinely, authentically connecting with ourselves and with other people. And this thing can run pretty deep, by the way. And I feel that already because it's my healing journey as well. So um, let's do this. See, I've written it down all on paper, and I'm going to share this with you one by one. So number one, when we assign meaning to previous experiences, this one is a tricky one because it's natural that we all label things, right? The good, the bad, the ugly. It's only natural. But for highly sensitive beings out there, when we're engaging in a certain event or happen to face a traumatic experience, we start to label things from a negative side. Wow, people cannot be trusted. Wow, I've been deeply betrayed, and I better be careful when I connect with people in the future. So whatever that is, it'll bring a lot of negative talk or mental chatters that will actively jump out to protect us from getting hurt. And from that point, we start withdrawing ourselves from any meaningful connections that might bring our soul in a nourishing way, but we don't trust it. So this is something that I've found within my own healing journey, which is pretty profound, is allow myself to start re-examine my heart. Why is it not feeling safe? And what part of it needs healing? And be super gentle with yourself if you're encountering this one, because our belief system projecting out from us is so elusive sometimes. Some can be pretty obvious, but some can be very manipulative in order to protect us. So that's number one. When we're not able to authentically reach out to others with that genuine heart connection. Number two, this one, seeking validation. For many people, including highly sensitive beings that I know of, is we walk around the eggshells, and it's like a strategy for us to survive. So our interpersonal relationship matters so much about how other people's perception of us, how they're going to reject us or like us, or however the outer world respond back to us. We feel it energetically, we feel it intensely. So in my own healing journey, I had been such a people pleaser pretty much the majority part of my life. And the part of me that needs to be cracked open is to know that being me, being who I am, is the character that I am, not the reputation that I create or other people create for me. I hope it makes sense to you. So we're so afraid of disturb the status quo because we're tribal animals, we're social creatures, and we want to feel being accepted, we want to feel we're part of something. And when this authenticity becomes prevalent in our value, we start to pose a threat or threatening energy to others who are not owning their authentic selves. And there's no one's falling here. It's only an experience, a process of seeing your truth matters to your heart, to your health, to your wellness. So in fact, we're afraid of making people uncomfortable. But this is the very thing that makes us inauthentic. So seeking validation is like weaning a baby's bottle and continue to wean, and like, I can't quit this bottle because you have to continue to feed me with your approval or else I'm gonna die. And this one, it takes some time to allow the intense feeling of I need people to like me in this way and seeing me in this light. To release that expectation from others is also generosity to allow other people to be themselves. And that's something I hope you resonate with. And number 3, comparison. This one is a teeter-totter. I'm trying to find the word. Yes, so when we compare, we either put ourselves in a lower position and it causes us to feel inferior compared to whoever that we're comparing to, or superior, right, than whatever we're comparing to. So this is like a teeter-totter syndrome we're creating, and it affects our self-esteem, which is something is malignant to our core character, because our self-worth is not rooted from this place of instability. Whenever we're born, we have our self-worth. And it's not because, who has a lower self-worth or higher self-worth because the way they look at themselves, but no, you have worth in you. Yet it's the timing and the option of you choosing to see your innate worth is not being affected by any outer factors. So even if people are comparing themselves with you, it's none of your business. Vice versa. So that's the third one. And the last one I have here is not trusting our intuition. Whenever we are, we're being hinted by our bodily wisdom, it is so innate that you don't even know how to verbalize it. But it's highly critical if we do not lean in to that trust and we allow the outer experiences or people's opinions to affect our judgment, then we lose our ground. We can't discern anymore. So what is true, what is not true, becomes very, very vague. And this is also the very reason why we need to step into our authentic truth, because the more authentic we get, the more, the closer we are to the core of our own value, we get to really see the clarity of, that's not for me, that's for me, no, that's not for me, and say it and honor our yeses and nos with dignity. So let me just review again. I feel I'm just blabbering. Number 1, assign meaning to previous experiences is pretty dangerous, because we let the mental chatters generated from our belief system to control our neutral experiences, the neutral viewpoints of what we are here to experience. Number 2, don't be afraid of letting the validation of the outer world go and start validating yourself, because it's not about disturbing the status quo, but it's about maintaining your well-being, your sense of inner security through your self-love. Number 3, comparison. Allow yourself to compare is not a sin. because we all do that. It's a mirror neuron that we're reflecting. But it's not healthy when we allow the teeter-totter to control our actions, to control our mind, to control the decisions we make due to the inferiority or superiority complex. And the last one is not trusting our intuitive wisdom. So a couple ones that I love to share is to look beyond the teeter-totter, inferiority or superiority, or seeking validation. We have to develop the muscle of having the courage to be disliked, having the courage to be feeling you're being left alone sometimes, and knowing that there's no way that you're doing this wrong. It's part of the experience, and you will attract your tribe that resonate with you when you're showing up authentically as you. Number two, so again, courage to be disliked. This is our inner work. We got to work on ourselves by ourselves, not by other people. And number two is who you surround yourself with is who you will become. So you got to be really, really selective of who you are hanging out with. And this is not to say I'm discriminating people or here and there. No, but then who are vibing with you on the value, through the value system, right? And the last one is, of course, give yourself tons of self-compassion, because there's no right way or wrong way to do this. But through our own particular experiences, we lean in from our trials and errors and allow your little selves, that little, my little Jen, your little girls, your little boys in you, to start being seen and validated only through you, not through other people or any other means. So I hope this makes sense. This is a little bit long, but I find this so vitally important to talk about, since I'm a passionist regarding the word authenticity. And I hope this is no longer just a buzzword, but something that's practical for us to really apply in our daily, in our everyday spirit. And I love you all, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.